today I'm going to prepare this floor for the floor sander coming. I'm going to collect the sander on Monday, it's Saturday today, and I'm going to spend the day cleaning this floor up. The floor sander will sand these floors and it will look lovely, but the problem is when you have little nails and screws and little bits of metal sticking up, they tend to rip the sandpaper. So what I'm going to have to do is crawl around on this floor with my scraper, and I'm going to have to scrape, just go along all these floorboards. I found one already, so you just go along and I can feel there's something here, so there's something there, and if I can get it out, I'll prise it out. If I can't, I'll just hit it hard with a hammer and it will go below the surface, and then the floor will be hoovered and then probably washed a couple of times before the sander comes, because I want to get a good finish off the sandpaper rather than just the sandpaper picking up loads of paint and plaster and rubbish and dust. So that's going to be a fun job today. It's going to take me all day. My mum had a go in the bedroom upstairs and it took her, she was here for 3 hours and she didn't finish cleaning the floor. They are that dirty, but that one's nearly done. This one's nearly done, so we can make a start on sanding the floors next week. It's a lot to do. Today is an exciting day. We are going to start sanding some of these floors. This floor, we're upstairs in one of the bedrooms. We've got the floors swept, cleaned and checked for nails. All the nails have been tapped down so they are not going to get caught in the bottom of the sander. And we've hired the sanders. We've got this one, this is for edges. Little edge sander there. And then we've got a belt sander there that my parents are assembling, and we're going to have a go, see how we get on. Now I'm going to slow this time lapse down a little bit and tell you a fun story about Ken and John, who you can see they're having a chat. It turns out they're having a conversation about how annoying I am and how I should just put carpet down and stop making them sand the floors because it's really hard. And they continue to have this conversation until about here, when John realises that I'm filming them. And they then had to come downstairs and find me and confess that they had been moaning about me on camera. They didn't know that I hadn't recorded any of the sound and that it was in time-lapse, but I found the whole thing very amusing that, like two little schoolboys, they had to come and confess their sins to me. It's been a very long day, but look at the difference, this floor in just the one day. It's not going to be perfect, the boards are not completely flat. Some of them bow slightly this way and others of them bow slightly this way, so as the floor sander goes over them, it's either catching the edges or the middle of the board and not getting the whole board. But I quite like the effect that you get with that, so I'm quite happy. They need another going over with the sander, which I think is going to have to be tomorrow now. they were still a little bit rough. We've used one of these floor sanders. It's been a pretty successful day and I'm really pleased with how it's gone.